Michelle, and this is Christie.
Howdy.
We are here for episode number 3 of our video blog. Hope you're enjoying us so far. We got a lot of more stuff to talk about.
So on this topic, we have to write notes down because if you're like the rest of us, y'all can't remember a lot of things. If it wasn't for this, to be able to put things in or writing things down, we would never be able to remember things.
Well, this memory thing, that could be a whole nother
That's a whole
episode.
other episode.
Because I just bought $30 worth of supplements to boost my memory.
Yeah,
So.
no joke. So a lot of you are probably familiar with the Mars versus Venus books that came out by John Gray back in the late 70s, early 80s, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, so that came out. So we got to talking about that one day because we're living together now. So we're having to learn how to cohabitate. And that is a little bit different because you're dealing with basically the odd couple here. So I'm Felix, I'm all the neat person, and this is the slob. She's not really that bad. She's not being a slob or anything, but it's funny to see it unfolding as we're doing it, pretty much. So my sun sign for my astrological sun sign is Cancer. Hers is Virgo. So we titled this Crab versus Virgin because we just thought, first of all, it's funny. But anyway, it just definitely defines what we're going to talk about here on this kind of stuff.
So are you similar now to when you were in your marriages?
No.
I mean, no.
No, I'm a lot better now.
Okay. See, I was probably the reverse. I was much neater then than I am now.
Yeah.
So.
No, I've always been neat. I don't like a lot of clutter. Okay. I don't like a lot of stuff.
I was when I was young, but that was because my mother made me.
Yeah. So yeah, and I've just always been that way. So anyway, that's like kind of a family thing. I don't know. So anyway, so what we did is we started having to blend our items, some of our things, and then of course our ideas, our rules and preferences, I guess, and our likes and our dislikes. We don't really have any rules or anything like that because we are firm believers that there are no rules or regulations in life or anything at all. So when we started moving in together, Michelle was like on eggshells because she was afraid to touch anything.
Well, let me tell you. There's alarms, so you never know when the alarm's on, when the alarm's not on. So it's like, do I open the door? Do I not open the door? Do I wake Christy up to see is the alarm on or not on, or do I just open it and see if there's a big loud whoop whoop whoop?
Yeah.
And
the lights, I have the lights. My kids got me all up in the newest century here that we're in, and did put everything like on my phone. So I have my garage light, my porch light, and the living room light is all timed on my phone, and so I have a modem that takes care of all that.
So I never know what light is on, what light is off, what I can touch, when I can't touch.
The air conditioner is set on a time. I was on my modem. It's on the Nest air conditioning thermostat, so I've got that set too. So she's just like not sure what to do.
And when you move into somebody else's space, you want to be liked. You want to be allowed to stay longer than a week or two, and so you I think I was like Mr. or Mrs. Extreme clean in the beginning. I was like fastidious about cleaning everything. Now I'm kind of slacking off a little bit. I mean, it is interesting, when you see it, you know your friend for certain things, but then when you actually spend more time with them, then
don't really know somebody till you live with them. Till you start sharing space. So that's whether it's a man or another woman. So just keep that in mind, as most of you probably already know, since we're already in past all that. So yeah. One of the things that we did is we. Michelle, that's part of it. The remote control or the alarms and things that were set, she had to learn like the lay of the land and stuff to see exactly what she could turn on, what she couldn't. And really and truly, she didn't have a problem with it. I would forget the alarm and let the dog out in the morning and wake her ass up because I would forget that I put it on. That's just one of those things. So that was kind of working out pretty good. And another thing too is that we're both having pretty good stressful jobs. We're both still working at this age in our life. Hopefully not a lot of y'all are. You're able to retire, and that's great. But however, her and I are still working. When I come home in the evenings, I like it quiet because I have stuff going on all throughout the day, and so I like it quiet. I don't like a lot of noise. I like soft music, and I just want to relax into my evening. Michelle, on the other hand, for her to relax, she likes TV, and so she wants to watch TV as soon as she gets in. And so that was a challenge for both of us because I'm like, I'm not a TV person. I could care less if it's ever on. I maybe turn it on once every week at that. And where she could have it on 24/7.
Well, I live by myself, so it was
absolutely
quiet. You can't handle, it's like too much quiet. So I would have the TV
which I
on.
totally love.
But everything I watch is taped. So and I work in a small office, so there's not a whole lot of people. So again, it's a lot of quiet time that I spend even at work. So it's like I like to have some visual stimulation, when I get home, and that helps me unwind. And fortunately now I'm able to watch some of my TV in the bedroom, so I can knock down some of the TV. So So we'll listen to music sometimes, and or she'll be reading when I'm watching something, and we have things we watch together because we
never
both
watched American Ninja before, and now I do because
now
she got me turned on to that.
Nut.
But I was not giving it up for Games of Thrones, so she had to watch that in her bedroom.
That's
so I'm
right.
not gonna watch that.
That's right.
So, but anyway, but one thing is too is that she's aware that I don't like a lot of noise, and so when I come in the evenings, if she's here before I am, she's respectful and she turns the volume down and stuff like that. So that makes a big difference because she's respectful of my space and I'm respectful of hers as well, so she can have the freedom to be too. So those were, there are a couple things that we worked on, and we didn't really have a conversation about it. We just kind of worked on it quietly and we were just that way with each other, just being respectful of each other's way that we are, and accepting that this is who we are, which is a big thing for both of us, to accept people for the way they are. That's something we always want to work on, and we seem to have gotten better as we've gotten older with that. Another one is the division of labor, who cleans what. I cook almost all the time. I'm a big meal prepper. I believe in that.
I'm not.
And she's not, and she is...
but I know where to shop.
Yeah, she does the shopping and a lot of things, but she will clean the kitchen all the time, and I won't have to. And so that is a trade-off of labor, and one that we both... It works for us really well, and we don't say, there's just the two of us, so we've gotten where we eat off paper plates, so there really is not that much. There's not that much dishes anyway. So that
I hate to say that because it's a lifesaver, but it's.
Well, we do recycle. We do recycle.
Yeah, because I'm afraid for the environment right now.
But we do recycle. Yeah,
and there are some more things I think we can do to kind of help the environment around here. So we may be talking about that in a session too.
Another thing we had to do is wash clothes. I have like one load of laundry that I do a week. I maybe two if I do my sheets, which is every other week. And Michelle has like 3 or 4 loads of laundry that she does.
Okay. But I bird, so I have my birding wardrobe that I've got to wash. I've got my work wardrobe, but you have all your exercise stuff too. So, so it's coordinating all that because there's having to share a washing machine with anybody is a real treat. But it's worked out real well.
And I guess the biggest thing, all this really kind of just comes back to learning to communicate and communication. And some of you may be really, really great at communication. Michelle and I were not raised in a family where communication was the best tool that we used or anything. And so, or was a tool at all that was used. And so we're learning to communicate in a way that is, we both know, I guess we're going into this, we both realize that we would never do anything to hurt the other one intentionally. That's just not our nature, and we wouldn't do that to the other one. And so with that being said, we have conversations and we do have communication, talk about things that may be uncomfortable, but we still have a conversation about it, so it's very clear on what each other is expecting or what each other needs to say to feel heard. And so that has been a big challenge and a growth for us, which we have embraced and really grown at that as well. But it can be from small things to large things, like she comes home one day and the dog's not here. I have a little bitty 4.5 or 10 pound Yorkie.
And I'm freaking out because I'm thinking, oh my God, where's the dog? I've lost him. I don't remember opening the door, although I do have memory problems. I don't remember letting him out. And I'm thinking, oh my God, where is the dog? The dog is gone. So I'm freaking out, and then I'm trying to think, oh my God, I'm going to have to go look and find a look-alike for Milo so that when Christy comes home, she'll see that there's a dog here. And finally I call her to see, do you have the dog? And she's like, well, yes, of course I have the dog. Like, of course I'm going to know that she has the dog. So
it's a little teensy thing that we didn't talk about, but we kind of talk about that now.
Okay, next time, could you please just say, oh, by the way, I have, the dog with me. Yeah. So it's just...
So it's stuff like that, and, which is a funny situation, but there are other things, too, whenever I've helped my sister dealing with a health issue, and it's hard to go with her on her hospital visits and things, and so the next day I'm kind of rebounding from that, and I just go within. And Michelle, brought that to my attention that is a form of communication to let her know that there's nothing wrong with us or with her or what's going on. That it's just just have to go within to recover from going through that ordeal with her. And so that was a great tool for me to learn, and I appreciated that. And so that worked out So that's just, it's working through things that are funny and working through things that are not, that you never realized before because you've been alone for so long.
Right.
It enhances your relationship, but it also enhances you as well as a person.
So it's about respect and about
Yeah.
communication
Agreed.
in all things.
Yeah.
And just knowing, hey, all right, here's the situation. What do we do about it? Hey, what's, what are the possibles on this? So
Absolutely.
it's all doable.
It is doable. Absolutely it is. So, and it's, and we've learned, I think in the last, since we've been together, we've learned a lot to laugh about things. And so there's just things that are just not that important anymore like we used to think they were.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest lesson of all, is that they're just not that important. So, and that it frees you, and it's so freeing in so many ways whenever you recognize that and you actually grab a hold of that. We got a couple of minutes left, so we just want to bring up our product that we thought about, that we love, absolutely love, is a sweeper that Michelle got.
Okay, so this thing I absolutely, absolutely love, and I can't talk highly enough about this, and not only because I work for a division of this company, but you can have all the vacuums in the world, and you can have the big old vacuums, etc. But this is a little, it's a cordless little vacuum that I just run all over the floors, and it goes underneath all the low furniture. It vacuums up all the hair, etc. I just can't believe how much power this thing has. And it works so well, and I vacuum so much that I just flat wore out.
One of them already.
And so, this is
She got me one and her one, and this is hers. So you know who she wore out first.
So I wore out Christie's first. So it was a good thing that I bought two, because I'm going to baby this one a little more now. I won't overdo it as much as I did, but yes, absolutely fabulous, fabulous item here.
And it was very inexpensive too, right?
It was about $23, $24.
Yeah,
I
so
have two or three different models, but this one says it goes up to 90 minutes running. Now, if you got a vacuum for 90 minutes, there's something wrong.
Oh God, yeah, you definitely need to downsize.
There's something wrong with this picture, so I've never had to vacuum that long.
Yeah, but and you can get this from your box stores as well.
You should be able to online. I'm sure this is online.
Yeah,
we have a special tool sale. We're able to get them from.
So,
but this is very good for the environment, I think, and because they're not using. Just recharge it and it goes for a long time.
Yeah, it's got a good battery life on it without a doubt. So
highly recommended.
So that's our little retail, our little product for the week, and
Just in
our
case
first
you couldn't
session.
see it, here it is again.
Yep. So anyway, hope to hear back from you guys. If y'all want to try this, let us know what you think. If y'all love it as much as we do, I haven't never used it. She does the house, she does the floors, and so she loves it, and that's good. So anyway, so if you think about it and you do it, you get one. Let us know what your feedback is. Give us your feedback, see what you think.
And again, we're 60 by 65
Seasoned Souls. So that wraps it for this one.
See you next time.
See you later. Bye.